Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cos. Welcome to the inaugural edition of Hitman's Contract. Now, here's the thing. Normally, um, this would be a segment on uh, on the Straight from the Underground podcast, but we haven't done a segment for it in a long time, and I was thinking, why not make it into my own podcast? But rest assured, it will still be a segment on Straight from the Underground. Um, but I wanted to start my own thing right here. Now, briefly before uh, my special guest comes in, I wanted to talk briefly about the Royal Rumble. Um, First and foremost, with the pre-show, you know, um, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler successfully regained their women's tag team titles. Personally, I felt they should have never lost them in the first place. Cause, cause I mean, for one thing, uh, like no, like uh, part of me already had a problem with Asuka having a shot, just because she was already Raw Women's Champion, and like I see no point in her or any or there being another double champion. Like how many double champions have we had over the past year? And like her being a double champion isn't necessary. What what should have happened at the Rumble was her defending the Raw Women's title. I mean, it was on the line last year, so why do it again? And then to have Charlotte of all people be her partner. Yes, I know she picked Charlotte to be her partner, not the other way around. But why Charlotte? She already has enough titles as it is, and and freaking the match already pissed me off because they freaking made her look strong as shit. Uh, but that was then. This is now. The titles are back on Jackson Baszler. Back Black Excellence rises again. Now, the second on the docket, we had the Rumble itself. Um, I'll admit, man, overall I was satisfied with the event. The freaking, I was definitely shocked that not only did the WWE Championship match start first, but freaking, but Drew retained. I was very, I was shocked and pleased because believe me, I would have been mad that Goldberg would take the title, but I would at the same time I would understand because contrary to belief, Goldberg is still a draw. Like I hate to admit it, but he is still a draw. He still has a lot of fans. His name is still out there as a legend. So yeah, that's why he received the shot. And and in my opinion, as of now, him him losing Drew McIntyre was just done to help further elevate Drew as a legitimate champion. Even though it's really unnecessary at this point, because I mean he's already proven that he's a legit champ. Then uh, Sasha Banks was defending the SmackDown Women's title against Carmella. Um, pretty standard match. Um, I'll admit, part of me was a little disappointed with this match, just for the fact that that like compared to the previous matchup, it didn't hold the same weight. It like the quality of the match wasn't the same. Don't get me wrong, it was still a decent matchup, but pretty much the same thing happened. And then and don't get me wrong, so Sasha's a good wrestler, but I honestly don't want her as SmackDown Women's Champion. But she still won, uh, and the exact same way by submission via the bank statement. But I have to say this: and, Carmella needs to time that suicide dive better, because when she did that, that looks so scary. Like that crap reminded me of when Lita did that back when she faced Trish Stratus on Raw and damn near killed herself. Um, Personally, I'm glad that that she didn't injure herself, but still, yeah, you got to time that a little better. But that's that. Then there came the Women's Royal Rumble. This this was outstanding. Uh, as everyone was, as I'm assuming. Needless to say, I definitely popped seeing Victoria. She is one of my favorite women's wrestlers ever. Personally, I would have me and post '90s. I kid you not, we would have popped so loudly if Jazz came out. But she's with Impact, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I doubt she'd ever pop up in the Rumble. And I'll admit, part of me, actually no, uh, I was completely going for Shayna Baszler to win this Rumble because last year was Shayna's time to shine. She should have won the Rumble last year. She had all the momentum. She had all the reasons. She had she had all of the booking. All the stars were aligned perfectly for her to win the Rumble. But no, it didn't happen. So I was thinking they were gonna correct the mistake by doing it this year. But unfortunately, they didn't. But at the same time, I'm not upset with the winner because Shayna already has a title again, and also Bianca Belair was it was more than deserving to win this match. And, and her post match interview, beautiful, man. That you could tell that came from the heart. Just imagine how much more that would have been if there was a live audience. I mean, like a human audience. Um, yeah. And by the way, when it comes to that photo that went viral, Bianca's feet did not hit the floor. Take a better look at that picture. Her feet did not hit the floor. Uh, then was the Universal Championship match. And I'll admit, last man's standing matches usually don't hold much weight for me because they usually just start off too slow, and and like and they don't, and by the time they pick up it's too late for me. But this match was pretty good from was great from start to finish, yo. My favorite spot in particular was when Kevin Owens hit an absolutely beautifully timed swanton bomb on the Roman Reigns through a table. Yo, this, as big as this dude is, he pulled that off flawlessly. Flawlessly. That was a beautiful swanton bomb. And then, of course, we have to address the elephant in the room. Freaking Paul Heyman's botch, where he was trying, where he had to unlock Roman from the handcuffs that Kevin Owens put him in through the light structure, and the ref had to stop during the count. You know, and and even before then, I was still pulling for Kevin Owens to win. Nothing against Roman's reign, pardon the pun, but I think this would have been a perfect time for Owens to win the title. But nah, what you gonna do? Then finally, um the men's Royal Rumble happened, and I'll admit, honestly, it wasn't on the level of the women's Royal Rumble. Don't get me wrong, I was very pleased at some of the returns. I was extremely pleased seeing Christian come back and have him and Edge freaking giving a hug. I wouldn't be surprised that if during their hug a few tears were shed. Yeah, and then to have Edge win it, I think this was just done to have everything come full circle from him coming back from his injury, getting being done with his rivals and whatnot, and to win the Rumble. Now, let's all hope that he wins the title of whatever he chooses. Me personally, I don't. Doesn't matter which title he goes after. I think he'll put on a match. He'll put on a great match with any of them. Um, I hope somewhere down the line, Christian comes back to wrestle. Um, if not full time, at least part time. You know, and they can tag up one more time. Hell, maybe give a 5 second pose for the benefit of those with flash photography, even though flash photography no longer can exist. Um, and and yeah, I really I really can't I really can't be too upset at the Rumble, you know. Uh, I mean, sure, it would have been nice to see some of my predictions, some or if not all my predictions come true. But nah, you can't have everything you want in life. Yeah. And 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 now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come that the guest of honor has arrived. Please help me in welcoming the humble man, Gary. Gary, welcome to Hitman's Contracts.
Hitman's Contracts, what's good? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Good to meet y'all. Thanks for having me, my man.
Not a problem, man. We were just about to get into the next segment. We were gonna discuss NXT and the up and this Sunday is
Takeover Vengeance.
yes, and I'd like to know your take on that because as of now the whole match card is set.
Right.
First off, we have Io Shirai versus Tony Storm versus Mercedes Martinez for the NXT Women's Championship. Who you got in that?
Io Shirai versus Tony Storm versus...
Mercedes Martinez.
I got either Io Shirai taking it or Tony Storm taking it.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with any of them winning it. But if I had to choose, I'd say Tony Storm because part of me felt that Io Shirai has held it long enough, and if I'm being honest, I really preferred Io as a heel, not this face character that she's being now. I'm just not feeling it.
I got you perfectly. Honestly speaking, honestly, I got you. I wouldn't mind honestly whenever I would want Rhea, not Rhea, I would want either EO retaining or Tony, but I feel what you're saying about you prefer EO as the heel. I got you perfectly.
Yeah.
Some people, some other fans, along with us, would prefer wrestlers as either face or heel, or more better as a face or more better as a heel. So I could see exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Mercedes is the actually no. Io's the only face in the match. Both Tony and Mercedes are heel.
Oh yeah, Mercedes and Tony, yeah, they're the heels. Correct.
Yeah. Then after that, there is the finals of the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Me, I'm going for Kai and Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's possible that they could take it. I would really hope for Ember and what's her face?
Shotzi Blackheart.
I really hope for Ember and Shotzi Blackheart to take it, but there's a possibility that the other two could take it.
Yeah, me, I honestly feel that Kai and Gonzalez are more deserving, at least in my opinion, from Dakota Kai's standpoint, because back as a face, she was all weak and like nobody thought highly of her or believed in her much, and and especially leading up to her heel turn, you know,
Right.
Tegan Knox in particular didn't really defend her when it came to being on Team Ripley, and,
Right, exactly.
and didn't even bother trying to vouch for her.
Exactly.
And so, like her heel turn was justified in my opinion, and I felt that she's become a lot better because she's working this character to perfection.
Right, exactly.
And I'll be honest, I got no problem with Moon and Blackheart, but I just I'm just not feeling Ember Moon right now. Like part of me feels she's trying to copy Shotzi, and like she's trying too hard, and like I'm just not feeling it. And
Right, exactly.
and like Shotzi, don't get me wrong, she's a good wrestler, but like there's just something about her that I just don't like. I don't know what, but it's just something about her.
Right, exactly.
I mean, part of me was thinking the Howling, but I'm trying to get used to that. It's probably that. I'm not sure, but hey,
That's a fact. I got you. I understand you perfectly.
yeah.
So you feel like Ember's trying to copy off of who?
Off of Shotzi, and don't get me wrong, I understand they're a team, but like, you know, yeah, just do
Right.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, moving forward now is the men's Dusty Rhodes Classic finals, where MSK, where those two were former members of the Rascals, if you heard of them back in Impact. They will be facing the Grizzled Young Veterans. First off, both of the semifinal matches where MSK faced Legado del Fantasma and GYV faced Ciampa and Thatcher. Both matches were amazing. Like if there was any case of tag team wrestling stepping up to the plate, this was it right here. I know WWE might be lacking tag team wise, but like this right here, you know, makes a good argument against that.
Yeah, exactly. You
Uh,
have a point. You really do. You make some valid points, and that's true.
and especially for GYV, I was actually surprised they made it to the finals because I was expecting Ciampa and Thatcher to go all the way,
Me too.
just for the sake of they were rivals turned partners out of respect for one another.
Exactly. I really thought they were going to be the ones to go all the way as well, honestly speaking.
Yeah. But to be fair, GYV are former NXT UK Tag Team Champions, so it's not like they're new to this, you know.
Right.
Plus, they are from UK, so they're about that British strong style, you know. So
Right.
so just like the Thatcher and Ciampa, not only are they good with taking a hit, they're also good, also great at delivering the hits. So freaking so I can only imagine that if you saw this match, how much of a whirlwind the match was.
Right.
Well, like honestly, I'm not sure if you saw NXT Takeover Blackpool 2.
When was this? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was a good minute back. It was the NXT Takeover before Worlds Collide.
Oh, okay. I've seen it. This is back last year, 2020, right? Or 2019?
I'm not sure, but GYV was in a 4-team ladder match for the NXT UK Tag Titles against Imperium, Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, and I think Gallus.
Oh, I had to have seen that one. If I'm correct, I think I did see that.
And they were kicking ass in that match too.
Right.
So honestly, with that being said, and don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from MSK, but I'll be honest, because I don't have I haven't had a chance to watch Impact like that. I'm only going by what I've seen on NXT, and they brought some good stuff to the table. But who do you think's gonna win this?
Classic. I think probably MSK.
All right. I'm going for GYV.
Right.
Yeah. Then after that, we have Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne for the NXT title.
That right there is going to be tough, honestly speaking. It's going to be a great match. That match right there, the whole card is going to be great perfectly because NXT always delivers, as me, you, and other wrestling fans know. Any diehard wrestling fan, along with us, will tell you that NXT always delivers. That match right there is going to be one of the best matches of the night, probably of the year. As we know, we're into the second month of the year, so we got the rest of the months to come as we know it. But that match right there is going to be great. Honestly speaking, hard to say who I got winning that, because I love both of them. I mean, for real, but something tells me Karrion Kross is going to interfere. Either during the match or after the winner, he's going to interfere.
That's a good variable. I didn't think about that, but part of me thinks against that because he started a feud with Santos Escobar.
Karrion?
Yeah, because Santos Escobar, I don't know if you saw NXT. I think it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. He was basically bragging about how good of an NXT Cruiserweight champion he was, and how he was the best NXT champion, period. And he name dropped Karrion Kross. So.
Oh, right.
So Karrion took offense to it, and then got up in his face.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah. But anyways, back to this match. First off, it's about time Pete Dunne turned heel, because the way Pete Dunne carries himself, like the whole seriousness, it was just screaming a heel wanting to come out, because I just the way he carried himself, I knew he could pull off being a heel, and he's done it.
Right.
I mean, actually, Smackdown last year. I mean, last week. I think we discussed this. I thought it was absolutely savage when freaking him and Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch were beating down. I think Finn Balor. No, yeah, no. No, yeah, Finn Balor. And then somebody came down to try and make the save. But before they made the save, this dude Pete Dunne shrugged his shoulders before snapping his fingers. Well, before breaking the dude's fingers. Like, like,
Right.
like that shrug before snapping it. That was pure heel savagery.
Right. It was. I think I did see that. Yeah. In fact, I did see that.
Yeah, and and don't get me wrong, I don't mind Finn Balor's NXT champion because it's been a long time since he's been a serious major player, thanks to his black less than respectable run on the main roster. But hey, we're not talking about that. Well,
Right. Right.
but but the same thing I said with EO, I'm saying with Finn Balor is that I don't like how like they had him turn heel only for him to turn back to a face.
Talking about Finn, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, I kind of didn't understand that either.
like they did both things with both Io Shirai and Finn Balor, and it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, it's whatever. That is going to be an extremely hard hitting affair.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised that if there's no interference, Finn's gonna be needing a hand cast.
Right.
But who you got in that match?
Bella and Dunn.
Yeah,
Damn, that's what I'm saying. I've been hard to say 'cause I love both of them, but I'd have to probably go with Bella.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Dunn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Can't argue against that. Like I said, I love both of them, but I mean, honestly speaking, I don't see them letting Bella lose that anytime soon either.
all right. And finally, we have Johnny Gargano defending the NXT North American title against Kushida. Now, you didn't see this, but this dude Johnny tried to pull the biggest load of bullshit over everyone's eye on NXT. First off, this guy was in a wheelchair, and then on top of that, had his arm in a sling, claiming that he was injured and he could not compete at Takeover.
Oh really? Because I didn't get to see NXT yesterday.
No,
But,
no, no. Trust me, this guy was full of shit. 'Cause, like, and like, they even went up to the point where freaking the freaking when it came to going in the ring, this dude Austin Theory picked him up and put him on the top rope so they could set up the wheelchair in the ring, and he held him bridal style and then put him into the chair and tried to claim that his arm was broken and whatnot until Regal came out and pretty much debunked all of that. And then
really?
yeah, and then and then freaking Kushida popped up behind them and immediately pulled and immediately called Johnny's bluff because he took because he was grabbing the NXT North American title, but Johnny was pulling at it too with the alleged broken arm. Then after Kushida kicked him into Austin Theory, Candice LeRae tried to attack Kushida, but Indy Hart was holding her back. that was funny too.
Oh
But
wow, that's crazy. That was crazy. Honestly speaking, because I read an article saying that match was pulled the North American Championship.
yeah, yeah, but that was only a kayfabe. Was the match is on?
Oh, okay. Honestly speaking, um, um, I think, I think, Jesus, I think it's gonna be that match right there. It's gonna be a great match, probably one of the best of the year and all that. But I think probably they're gonna let Gargano retain.
Mm, uh, yeah, I mean, personally, if Kushida doesn't win it clean, I say that somebody from the way is gonna is gonna interfere to to help Johnny win.
Yeah, Theory's gonna be one of those.
That's the way I see it. Cause, cause right now, uh, this yeah, this heel run that Johnny's on right now is a lot better than the one he was on before. Like the first heel run he was on, I really, it wasn't as believable. But like this one, he's doing it perfectly.
Johnny
And
Gargano.
yeah, and then also, freaking Dexter Loomis keeps randomly popping up too.
Oh
So
yeah,
so part of me is thinking that if the way um makes an appearance, then they
Dexter Loomis gonna make an appearance.
yeah, then Dexter Loomis is gonna is gonna do what the is gonna try and even it out like how he did when Velveteen Dream was feuding with Adam Cole over the NXT title, and he was and he was and he was defending Dream,
Right.
but any anyways this is gonna wrap up this episode, the very first episode of Hitman's Contracts. I definitely want to thank you, the humble man Gary, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come through and speak your mind, speak your wrestling knowledge, and kicking it with me.
Oh, of course. Anytime, my brother. Anytime. The next one, when they're doing the next one, be sure to let me know. I'll be back on that to talk also. Doing it on the Elimination Chamber. If I'm wrong, correct me. You're probably gonna be doing it on Elimination Chamber, which is gonna be the week after Takeover. So I'll gladly be on that one as well.
Hey, we'll look forward to having you.
All right, my man.
Yeah, man. Yep. See you later.
See you later.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. I would definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your schedule to come and chill with me and the humble man. So without any further ado, if you like the video, go ahead, hit that like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so you can never miss a video. And by way of Struggle Vision Productions, I am the Hitman Kaz, and I'll see y'all later. Peace!